What is up, you guys? This is the White Rabbit, and welcome back to CSI Hard Evidence. Now, this in theory should be the last episode, and here we are going into the Peacemaker. Load game. I say should because it's 5 trophies, 5 cases, and Telltale likes to have their stuff in 5 episodes. So, I'm presuming that it's gonna be the last episode because 5. So
I'm pleased with your progress.
Oh, thank you.
But I think it's time we worked a case together, don't you?
Do you?
We've got a Wild West shootout this time, right out of the OK Corral. But there's nothing okay about murder.
No. Location has been added. Fantastic. Crime scene. Well, let's hope we can get this done in a quick and fashionable manner. Even though the last few episodes have been a good bit long. Did I put those in the right folder? Yes, I did. Okay. Had to be sure I put the last episode stuff in the correct folder. Oh, a gun museum.
This Old West Tourist Museum is only the latest attraction to play off Vegas's outlaw heritage. But our Vic, over behind the cash register, is an all-too-realistic exhibit of modern-day violence in Vegas. Suspect gave himself up to the first officer on the scene, who found 2 9mm handguns on the floor. Crime apparently happened just after closing. No witnesses that we know of.
All right. Hi, how you doing? Let me collect the evidence first. You know, just to have my pencil roll off my desk. Why can't I collect the guns? Hi, how you doing? Tell us who you are.
Keith Wild, and that's little Ed over on the floor, since he can't tell you. I've been read my rights, case you're wondering.
Gil Grissom, Crime Lab. Tell us what happened. Take your time.
I don't need time. It went down fast. Closing time, nobody around. I brought my 2 9mm along and popped him. Bang, bang. I shot him down.
Why did you shoot him?
Because he needed shooting. Has for a long, long time. And like any good customer in a shop like this, I'm ready to pay.
We'll need your fingerprints.
Cool. Go for it.
You're all too keen on giving yourself up. We'll also need your DNA.
Good. Take it.
I'll put the suspect in the cruiser for now.
Sure thing.
Why is there another gun on the floor? And that looks oddly placed, does it not?
A shop makes for a messy crime scene. Countless customer prints to deal with. So first, we'll concentrate on what's definitely shooting related, such as bullets and shell casing.
All right.
Standard 38 special. Cocked, chamber open, and no ammo. Hammer stuck?
Don't know. Imagine it was an Easter egg. You look down the barrel and it just goes off.
Just a kid. No more than 20, I'd say. Hit twice, chest and shoulder. Driver's license shows he's barely old enough to drive. 18. Check out the rest.
Fabric. Okay.
Single action army pistol. the so-called peacemaker of the Old West. Dates to 1873.
Why would he have it, though?
38. Loaded. Sniff test says it was fired. 2 rounds gone. Risky, using modern ammo with an old weapon. Barrel could snap, among other things.
Okay. Okay, what about these two?
The peacemaker on display is missing. And this one claims a link to Wyatt Earp himself. A collector's dream.
Okay. Second gun?
We have a 2-gun suspect and a Vic with 1 weapon who perhaps snagged another. It's like a reenactment of a Highnoon showdown, except all too real.
Something seems mighty off about this. There's more evidence. Hello.
Floor-lodged bullet like this in a gunfight may mean an accidental discharge. Whether the Old West or modern Vegas, when you hear the word shootout, that means one thing. Bullets. Lots of them.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing any casings is the issue. It's a thoroughness thing. Oh. What am I doing? Okay, and why can I interact with you? Mobile lab. Why not? Well, let's see if we can find anything. What's up? Can I work in my lab, please? Okay, let's see if the 2 bullets match up first.
Those 2 aren't quite a match. Try to be more sure before you come asking for confirmation. Focus on the details and you'll find the answers you're looking for.
Okay, so those don't match. No.
Spandex thread. Fairly common, particularly in Vegas.
Yeah. No sample found. Huh. Okay. No samples. Okay. Crime scene. Alright. Something has to be going on here. Right? Ah. What's down? Oh, right. Oh, I see you. Kind of. Okay.
What have you got there? If you catch it for me, I can use it in my collection.
Righto. Is that everything now? Nope. Wow. But what does this all mean, Basil? Okay, was there any blood behind here? No. Was there blood over here? I thought I saw some, but maybe not. Okay. Let's go back to the lab. I know I'm missing something from the actual crime scene, but... You know, gotta do what we gotta do, right? So, Keith got hit.
Okay. Keith left his blood at the scene, but if he was wounded, I missed it.
Okay. Aha!
It matches, but you're matching an unknown against an unknown, so we don't know anything.
Well,
Always try to match to known samples.
Well, let's get back to the lab then. To the actual lab.
Those two don't match.
Well, then I don't know. Why can't we get to the morgue? hello.
Cash left in the drawer may take robbery out of the equation, particularly considering the value of the guns on display here, also left behind.
Well, yes, but also there's a bullet in it. I see you. Alright. Let's see, fingerprints. Only 2 fingerprints we got. Right there. That's just what he told us.
These guns were in Keith's hands, all right.
Okay, let's see here. Bullet in floor. Bullet in cash register. Oop.
Try to match these to known samples.
Okay. We have no samples. Alrighty, there was a fingerprint on the second gun, which is... It's obviously going to be Keith's. He said they were his. So... There we go. Confirm. There.
All right.
Ooh.
Let's head back to the lab and work our findings.
What findings?
I'll take the suspect back to the station. Talk to Brass when you're ready to question him.
Okay, but what findings? He's telling us he did it, and so far it seems he did. Let's go to the morgue. Get everything done. This is ridiculous. He's confessing, and it's pointing to him. What's up, Doc? Can you recover the body for us?
Sure, I'll send a team right out.
What's the COD?
Gunshot wound to the chest severed the left ventricle and stopped the heart immediately.
Ugh.
Victim was also shot in the right shoulder. Small amount of bleeding suggests the shots were fired one after another, within seconds.
Did you collect a set of prints?
Of course. Here's your 10 card.
Well, thanks. Don't sound so excited. Did you recover the bullet from the chest wound?
I did, and it didn't fragment on impact. I don't need it any further. You'll want it as evidence.
Gruesome. Did you recover the bullet from the shoulder wound?
This one wasn't the COD, but you'll want it as evidence all the same.
Correct. Can you determine the angle of entry?
Both shots were to the front of the body. One from the left, one from the right. Indicates our shooter may have been on the move, possibly seeking cover, or even more likely, a better angle to facilitate firing the fatal shot.
What's the time of death?
Lividity and rigidity tests indicate the Vic was shot at 9 p.m., right around closing time.
Anything else?
Oh, other than being dead, our victim is in top condition. Tox screen did turn up marijuana traces in the blood, but the Vic hadn't been high in at least 24 hours.
Right. Well, now that the body's moved, let's see what other evidence we can find. Okay. Anything? Why does that look like something? No. Okay. Let's go to the lab. Go to the lab, test the guns, get our own rounds. That way we can, you know, have that as evidence. If I can
Hey.
speak.
Interested in doing a laser analysis of bullets fired at the crime scene?
Sure.
Me too. But first I want to make sure we've processed all the bullets and guns we can find. I count 8 bullets total, including the ones from Robbins.
Yes. I think. Let me check evidence. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Remember what I said about the dangers of new ammo and old guns?
Yeah.
Well, this peacemaker wasn't Wyatt Earp's. Serial number indicates a late 20th century replica. Should handle modern cartridges just fine.
I still want to know what those are. Okay.
Gun was jammed, as I thought. Ran the serial number, and it's registered to the gift shop owner. We need to fire off a test round.
Okay.
So our Vic's regular gun jammed, and he grabbed a gun from the display case to return fire.
Well, why was it already loaded?
12 left in the mag, 3 bullets spent. Let's get around from ballistics.
Just get around from all of them.
.15 round chamber. 3 bullets missing from the mag. Serial number says this pistol wasn't registered, but Nevada law doesn't require it. Time for another test run.
Well, that's lovely to know. Good work, Nevada. Alright, so that's all those test rounds. Alright, what's this? Peacemaker. Okay.
Our Vic fired this bullet.
About this one. Vic fired this one as well.
.38 caliber, fired by our Vic.
Alright. First 9mm.
This was fired from the first 9mm.
Okay, but there's still more. Cash register.
This was fired from the first 9mm.
Yeah. What's that? Okay. This is gonna be the second 9mm, I guess. Yeah.
Try to match these to known samples.
I did! Second 9mm.
This is from the second 9mm.
Yep.
This is from the second 9mm.
Yeah. And victim's chest, also second 9mm.
We've confirmed 2 body shots from 2 different 9mm. Our shooter says he clipped the Vic in the shoulder, then moved to a new position quickly to deliver the fatal chest wound. I'd like to see for myself. You successfully processed all of the crime scene bullets. Laser configuration should give us a coherent picture of the shootout. Let's go.
To where? Back to the crime scene? Are we setting up lasers? I like lasers.
If you point out each of the bullet holes, I'll turn on the lasers. I've got 8
Okay.
lasers ready. 2 for the Peacemaker, 3 each for the other 2 guns.
Okay. Come on. Okay. Oop, nope. Come on, up. That one? This one? This one? Ooh, we get different colors. There was one in the floor. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, the clothes are in the way. Let's see, there was one over here, wasn't there? Yeah, one in the windowsill.
The replica Peacemaker fired these bullets. The shots seem to go through the furniture. Could it have been moved?
Don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait. There was more, wasn't there? Wasn't there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where the blood was. Okay.
Hello.
No, not you. That was the Theranos one, wasn't it? Yeah, because it would have gone through there. Then I don't think there was any in here, was there? No, because that was a bug. Fruit basket. Oh. I'm dumb. I was sitting here looking for...
9mm number 1 fired 3 shots. Floor, register, and our Vic's shoulder.
I'm dumb. I'm looking for other other bullet holes when I'm forgetting the 2 in the body.
9mm number 2 fired 3 times. Wall, photo, and the fatal shot. Excellent work. 2 trajectories originate from behind the register, most likely the Vic's shots. Except for the bullet in the floor, the rest were fired toward his position at the register. 2 trajectories pass directly through the glass case, angles consistent with the 2 shots in the body. We need to analyze the glass in the case.
Okay. Yoink.
Shots passing through the glass were fired quite a distance from each other. A lot of ground to cover, and you don't get a much better angle. Why would he have moved? Besides which, 3 shots were fired from each location, suggesting the shooter was not on the move.
I don't know. Alright. Let's go back to the lab and see what we can get. See what we can get with the glass. I love the music that plays. Alright, let's get you facing the right way first. Okay. Okay, I need to figure this delightful little puzzle out. That would go there, I think. Wouldn't it? Doesn't that connect? unless I'm just being dumb. Okay, hang on. That fits. Connect, darn you. And beautiful. There we go.
2 holes in the glass. The oblique hole has longer spread in its cracks, meaning it was fired first. That bullet went into our victim's heart, which would have dropped him immediately.
Would it?
Our circular bullet hole, fired second, wound up in his shoulder. But in the time it takes to move across the room and snap off that second shot, our Vic would already have dropped. Plus, if the shooter got him through the heart, why would he move to shoot him in the shoulder afterward? Even in the heat of battle, that makes no sense. Only way these angles could match the angles of the body is if both shots were fired simultaneously, or almost so.
So 2 killers.
We're looking at 2 shooters. Our lone gunman was not alone.
Gil, I have a rundown on the family background of both victim and confessed shooter. You're gonna love this.
Twins?
I'm almost sure I won't.
Dad Ed's father is Eddie Tillis, the producer of The Bullet Train. Ring a bell?
Yep.
An oldie but goodie from a few cases back. And Killer Keith is none other than the son of Jill Wilde, Bullet Train's ex-lead singer. And now it goes from odd to weird. Maybe you can solve this puzzle. What looks like Keith, sounds like Keith, has the same DNA as Keith, and isn't Keith.
Twin brother.
Who has his own private set of fingerprints, by the way.
Well, I'm going to rule out a clone. Identical twin brother?
Close, but one twin short. You know Vegas, Gil. Often takes trips to win and hold 'em.
Keith's an identical triplet? This is a celebrity family. Why didn't we know about this?
Few knew. Jill's family managed to keep a very private life, and after all, we're talking fringe celebrities. Jill's not exactly top of the charts these days. We do understand the brothers live together, but we haven't snagged the triplets' address yet. About now, Jill should be finishing a show at the casino. Why don't I run over there?
Okay. Location added. What is with this train band that attracts wackos? Hello. We meet again.
Ed Jr.? Dead? How terrible. And you think two of my boys were involved in the shooting? I mean, something's horribly wrong. My boys are good boys. Not perfect, maybe, but Keith is a wonderful son. You say he's confessed? Kill Ed Jr.? My God, this is a nightmare. There must be some kind of mistake.
No.
You must not be reading the evidence the right way.
There's no mistake about at least two of your sons being involved, Jill. And I assure you, we're careful readers where the evidence is concerned.
Mm-hmm. Very careful. So where's their apartment? Are there any differences between the boys we should know about?
Anthony and Billy have both been in the kind of innocent jams that every boy gets into. But Keith is good as gold. Those boys are the joy of my life. Anthony, Billy, Keith. Anthony's got an impulsive streak, sure, and Billy's in the middle going with the flow, whereas Keith, well, he's the peacemaker. He keeps my other sons out of hot water. Any of them murderers? Oh, it's absurd. It's simply unthinkable.
What do you know about Ed Tillis?
Not that much. Decent drummer, you know, real laid back. Lots of drummers are wild behind their kit and then zone out off stage. Of course, his father, Eddie, we have history because of the band, Bullet Train.
Yeah.
Ever since I left back in the 80s, the Tillises and the Wilds been like, you know, the Hatfields and McCoys of rock and roll. Not that I remember Ed Jr. buying into that particularly.
Any idea why this might have happened?
Nothing happened. My boys wouldn't do this awful thing to Ed Jr. Of course, they've been pretty stressed out, losing their father in that horrible electrocution. Then the responsibility of inheriting their dad's rights in the band. See, ever since the reading of the will, that greedy bastard Eddie's been trying to weasel the rights away from him. Legal maneuvers, and not so legal maneuvers. All I can figure is maybe Ed Jr. got himself in the middle of all that. I mean, it's true, my boys never, you know, really got along with him. But I can't picture them being involved in this terrible thing. And if by some bizarre happenstance they are, retaliation against Papa Eddie through son Ed is all I can figure. Ed Jr., though, was class. Eddie, you can forget the C and the L.
Thank you, Miss Warren.
Fair enough.
Rest assured, if your boys are innocent, we'll do everything we can to clear them. Our only goal here is justice.
We need to know where your sons live.
They share an apartment, but keep an unlisted phone number, hiding from the limelight. As the offsprings of somebody as famous as me, well, it's a burden, you know? It's Not that far from the gift shop where Ed Jr. worked, come to think of it. Maybe a
Fascinating.
quarter of a mile. You want the address?
Yeah.
Here you go.
All right. To the apartment. There's still some evidence I'm missing up at the gift shop, but I don't know where I could be missing it. So let's hope. So my. This looks like a bachelor pad, not a triplet house.
Anthony Wilde, Billy Wilde, Gil Grissom, Vegas Crime Lab.
Crime lab, huh?
Yep.
Cool. Well, you won't find any test tubes here, but mi casa is su casa. I'm Anthony. This is my brother Billy. He's the one with the beanie.
Noted. Gentlemen, why do you in the back look nervous? When did you last see Keith?
I really don't remember. Ask Anthony.
Also, you're wounded. Do you know why we're here?
I suppose you want to talk about Keith. He hasn't been around since last night, and we were both worried because he took his guns with him.
When was the last time you saw him?
Like I said, last night, 8:30 maybe, right after dinner. Flew out of here hotter than hell. I asked him what was up his tailpipe, and he just said he was going to take care of business. Hey, he's okay, right?
Nope.
Yeah, he didn't get hurt or anything, did he?
We've got Keith downtown. He's alive and well.
Eddie's son isn't so lucky. He's been shot, fatally shot. And your brother says he shot him.
Keith shooting little Ed? Man, that's way off the hook. Whoa, something must have really set him off. 'Cause he's the wild who's not that wild.
Where were you at 9 p.m. last night?
Well, a little while after Keith left, Billy and me, we kind of freaked out, you know? I mean, Keith flies out of here with 2 guns stuck in his damn pants. What's that all about? So we went out and checked his haunts, like the video arcade and a burger joint. Nothing. So we finally blew it off and headed back to the crib.
Did you stop by the Old West Tourist Museum, where the victim worked a few blocks from here?
No, why would Keith go see little Ed? We weren't tight or anything. Little Ed and us Wild brothers. In fact, Billy and me, we headed off the opposite way. Why, is that where it went down?
Yep. Any idea why he did this?
Only thing I can think of, and it isn't any kind of murder motive, but a couple days back, Keith came in and caught little Ed in our apartment, fiddling with our laptop case. Like I said, we weren't exactly tight, and Keith ran after his ass. Little Ed scooted, left the laptop behind, but Keith lost him.
What's on the laptop that's so important?
Just all the legal documents and stuff about our rights to Dad's old band.
Would like your fingerprints.
Like I said, mi casa, su casa. Our prints, your prints. We only want this thing cleared up and Keith back home with us.
You're smug. I don't like it. Would like to take a look around.
Go for it. Anything to help get our brother out of this jam. But stick to the living room. Bedroom's kind of a mess. Maybe later. For now, stay out.
Noted. When do you remember seeing Keith last?
What did my brother say? 8:30? Yeah, about 8:30, I guess.
Would like your prints.
Sure. I guess that'd be okay.
Your arm is hurt.
I don't have any...
Okay.
That's all I have.
Right. Kathy.
Here's a fabulous flashback. Kathy, the lead singer wannabe. Think the Trips were fans?
Well, they have her brassiere. Gentlemen, where did this ripped bra come from?
Oh, hell, that's not evidence of anything except us tying one on. Or in this case, off. Some chick was doing an impromptu Girls Gone Wild at this bar. Traded her a beer for the doodad.
Who is this chick?
Hey, I wasn't looking at her face. But you want to arrange a topless lineup? We're there.
What do you know about this bra?
I don't know anything about it. Except that it ain't mine.
What do? Alright. There's still evidence, but we're not allowed in the back rooms. Hello, bug. Okay. Evidence. Laptop case. Anything that can be used for evidence. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Pink fibers. To the lab! To the lab! Out of my way, Grisham. Ha-ha!
Pink fiber from our Vic's fingernails matches this bra. Links Anthony and or Billy to the crime scene.
Or all three. Alright. Fingerprints. Whose are we going with? Fingerprint from laptop case. Ed's fingerprint. That's going to be a match. So he was in their apartment.
So our...
Wow, can't find it. Alright. Location. Brass, we need a lovely warrant, if you please, sir. Did Keith have anything else in his possession?
Just a packet of gum, and 6 shell casings.
Thank you. Can you check the alibi for Anthony and Billy?
Already have. Anthony and Billy weren't seen by anybody at that arcade or the burger joint.
Shocking. Can I get a warrant for Anthony and Billy?
Direct link to the crime scene, and we're in the market for a second shooter. Let's see if their stories are identical. Maybe so identical, we can trip up the trips.
Bad pun. Well, boys, we have evidence. Hello. Tell us what really happened at the shop.
If I tell you what I know, you have to promise to let Keith off. This was strictly self-defense, I swear to you.
No guarantees. There's a man dead.
Keith stays put, and so do you and Billy, until we know exactly what went down at that shop.
Okay, all right, straight skinny, no fooling. Keith grabs the guns at our crib, says he's gonna have a little friendly talk with Little Ed at the shop. We tried to talk him out of it, but he wasn't buying, and it's like only a couple blocks away. So we get there maybe 9 p.m. Yeah, so anyway, we get there, and Keith and Little Ed are in each other's faces, you know? Little Ed dangling that pink bra at Keith, yanking his chain about how he, Ed Jr., could get any piece of tail in town, whereas we are 3-time losers. So I go over there, you know, and just grab that thing away from him, the bra. And then, way over the top, man, little Ed, he yanks a gun from someplace and, you know, he just starts blasting away for no frickin' reason. And little Ed yells at us to get our asses out, you know? And Keith, he scrambles for cover over by the door. We're outside in like a heartbeat, booking it back home, only we hear shots. But we just keep booking. I mean, come on, really. It was self-defense. Keith didn't go in that place wanting to kill little Ed, or anybody. Maybe scare him a little, after he broke in our place, right? And little Ed pulls a frickin' gun? I mean, what was the guy on, anyway? And hey, what else should Keith do but defend his own ass?
You left your brother behind at a gunfight?
Not exactly a band of brothers.
Look, all three of us know our way around the iron. We all had small arms training. We all can take care of ourselves in a jam. And Keith was the one with the guns, right? How much use is an unarmed fool in a firefight?
Was anyone else at the shop?
Nah, little Ed was closing. Just him and us three.
Evidence tells us 2 shooters in addition to Ed Jr. Ed's wounds indicate just one of you, Keith or anybody, couldn't have done the deed alone. Maybe you 3 musketeers did an all for one and one for all and stayed and helped Keith finish up.
No. You heard what we said, Billy and me.
I heard
That
what
was
you
straight.
said.
Come on. Yeah, we didn't even have the guns. We were lucky to get out with our asses in one piece.
We're gonna need to look at your laptop.
If Ed Jr. had a reason to break into your apartment and try to steal that laptop, we need to know what was on it.
Hey, no problem. We'll give you the key to the laptop case and you can knock yourself out.
Billy, there's a scab on your arm. How'd that happen?
Scab? Huh? Guess there is. Don't know where I got it. Guy my age knocks around, you know?
Maybe this'll knock your memory loose. As triplets, the blood left at the scene matches all of you. Yet you, Billy, have the only visible cut.
Bill, remember when we were playing basketball with those guys over at the schoolyard? You got that there. Yeah. I must have got cut or scraped playing ball, you know, throwing the old elbow. Not at that shop. Hell no, not there.
I don't believe you. I do not believe you. Not one itty bitty bit. Grisham, we could just... Hello. Oh, insect. Grisham, we could just go in. They're not here to stop us. Oh, hello. This looks familiar.
Case was secure, documents encrypted. Someone didn't want anybody seeing this material.
This looks awfully familiar. Awfully familiar indeed. Alright, what do we got? Anything good?
As a wise man said, show business is high school with money. With millions at stake, Eddie sends a childish hate mail to the Trips, who threaten to go public with the police, which in turn justifies Eddie sending his son to snag the evidence on that laptop.
Indeed it does. And here I thought I was going to have a nice conversation with him at first. I guess not. But let's talk to the last triplet.
Yeah, I think we can stretch a point, even if all we have is a guy at the scene with 2 smoking guns who confesses.
Yeah, I guess that is a bit, on the nose there, isn't it? Hello, Keith. We found your blood at the scene. Where were you injured?
No, I wasn't. Honestly, I don't remember. It went down fast, really fast.
Where'd you get the guns?
They're legal, bought them after my 18th birthday, and took classes at a local firing range. But if you're looking for something to arrest me on, I guess you got me cold on carrying concealed weapons.
You remember how many shots you fired?
I wasn't exactly counting, and when I try to think back, man, it's a blur. I can tell you I didn't exhaust the mags, though I know 2 slugs finished the job. Cartridges were full at 15 at the go point, so you do the math.
Why bring 2 semiotic guns?
Why not? Ever see those Hong Kong movies where the guy slides down a banister shooting two-handed? Or like those two-gun kids in the old cowboy movies.
You're not a gangster or a cowboy.
Hey, stuff happens. Guns jam. Ask Little Ed. Oh, sorry. Guess you can't. Look, if I do something, I like to do it upright, okay? Not as much fuss reloading with a pair of pistols, get it?
What time did you get to the store?
I told you, right after closing, little after 9 p.m. I knew that jerk was working there and closed up on Monday nights. Store was open, let in some cool evening air, right? Little Ed needed cooling.
You seem eager to help us.
Well, when the Citizen of the Year award gets handed out, you'll know right where to find me, won't you? Anyway, I'm 18. I'll be out on the streets being a good citizen again before you know it.
You mind if we hold off putting you in for that award till we find out the truth here?
Why did you collect the cartridge casings?
Souvenirs. It's a souvenir shop, right?
Or maybe you were just picking up after yourself and got caught in the act.
So I'm tidy. What do you want from me anyway? I'm 18, ready to do the time, and I've copped to the damn thing.
We have evidence that there was another shooter with you.
What? Well, it's wrong, or you guys screwed up the lab work or something. What's the deal with you people? I admitted to this, on my own.
You say one thing, the evidence says something else. And the evidence never lies.
How much you would have bet
You
he
need to
didn't do it?
cooperate, son. And if you think being 18 is gonna buy you leniency, you're just another guy in Vegas bucking long odds.
Look, my prints are on the guns, I had the guns in my possession, I admit shooting the son of a bitch. What more do you want out of me?
It's the truth.
The truth?
Yeah. I'm willing to bet he didn't do it, and his brothers did it, and it's another case of him confessing to keep them out of trouble. Which did you hit first? Head, shoulder, or his heart?
Shoulder. I shot him in the shoulder. And I ran over and shot him in his damn heart.
Wrong. Window glass indicates the heart hit came first, which means you'd have moved in the opposite direction and managed to shoot again before he fell. Try again.
Maybe the evidence doesn't lie, but you're not listening to it right. I stand by my confession.
Sure you do. You have 2 twin brothers. Why didn't you tell us?
So what? They were nowhere around that place. And hell, even if they had been, I still shot the guy. God, come on.
Are you saying they weren't involved in any way?
What, do you think we go out together in identical outfits and pick up our spoons and forks at the same frickin' time?
Good.
We are 3 brothers of age with our own individual lives and identities.
Well, we linked your brothers to the crime scene.
If you're innocent in this, time is running out. You're looking at murder charges if you don't come clean.
I came clean with you people a long time ago. You wouldn't know the truth if it bit you on the butt.
Okay. Brass, we need to talk to Eddie Tillis. I don't like him, but we need to talk to him. Can I talk to Kathy, actually?
Ms. Cantanta is still a guest of ours, in jail awaiting trial. I know just where to find her.
Oh, goody! She's still here from the last case.
I was wondering when I get to hang with my crime lab homies again.
Well, yeah.
Finally figure out I'm not guilty? Drop by to spring me?
Nope.
Not exactly. We're looking into another matter, and if you cooperate, we'll let your judge know.
How well do you know Jill's triplets?
About as well as you know 3 Chucky dolls on the shelf of a novelty shop.
Fair enough.
Something whacked about that terrible trio.
Ever party with them, or go on a date with any, or all of them?
Yeah, right. That's my idea of a big night out. Party with 3 identical weirdos. I'm not exactly a virgin, and maybe those 3 getting laid would make them less a freak show, but I'd rather spend another night in lockup with my new best friend, Darnella.
Good to know you have standards.
Right. So what about Ed Jr.? Did you party with him?
Ed Tillis? Well, one of him sure beats 3 wild ones. I mean, he knows how to make a girl hear music, and I'm not talking download. Only hooked up a couple times. But if you're offering a conjugal visit...
Is this your bra?
No, not my size. I'm up a cup. Why? What's this about? Auditioning for the Jailhouse Follies?
Ed Jr.'s dead, shot and killed, and 2 of the trips we think are implicated.
Ed? Oh, hell. Damn! That is a waste and a half. He was worth all 3 of those identical creeplets.
What do you mean?
Sorry,
I feel like there's more to know there. Alright, Brass, we need to talk to Ed now. Because I don't think anyone's told him yet.
He threatened the triplets, and with huge financial gains at stake, he could have been using his son to get back at them.
Indeed.
I'll call a judge.
Well, good to know. Eddie boy. How you doing? We just saw you. We found the letter you sent the triplets.
Letter? I don't write letters. Next.
Email, then. You remember? The one threatening to bury the triplets?
Oh, that. Ah, that was nothing. Just talk. Hype.
Hateful hyperbole in an email, plus your son breaking and entering, adds up to you putting him on a collision course with those unstable triplets. Were you that desperate for those rights, to risk your own son's safety?
Those triplets are trash, but how was I to know they were dangerous? Sure, I want the rights to Bullet Train. I worked my ass off for those idiots. For how many years? I was negotiating a better share from their father, Ray, before the train derailed in that electrocution, leaving me to lose my share to some lousy punk brats? Hell no, I don't think so. You bet I sent my son to delete those damn files. Was it a bad idea? Yes. Yes. Oh my God, yes.
Bad idea, but maybe it didn't end there.
What are you implying?
Your computer sabotage mission didn't succeed, so maybe you kept your email word and convinced Ed to lure the triplets into a gunfight. And he ended up dying for your dreams.
You're not making sense. What good would having my son kill those triplets do, even in self-defense? Who would inherit? Their mother, right? And then I'd have to deal with her after my kid killed her kids. Wake up and smell the psychosis, Captain Brass. Yeah, Ed broke in for me. Yes, he hated those punks. But my son was not one to look for trouble. And gunplay? Not in his nature. Not in his sweet nature. They confronted him at work, remember? I was stupid involving Eddie Jr. You bet I was. But if you want to blame a parent in this, how about the mother who raised these monsters?
He's not wrong.
I don't have any...
Alright, let's go to the casino. Ask her a few questions. See if we can get anything. Hi. Did the triplets have any girlfriends?
Nothing serious for any of them that I know of. I mean, they're only 18. High school silliness. Not really taking the ladies seriously yet, if you know what I mean.
Did they ever mention Kathy Quintana?
Well, probably every boy the age of my boys were hot for that little slut. I never heard about any of them going out with her. Well, I certainly never saw Anthony or Billy or Keith with that tramp.
How do you and your sons get along, Miss Wilde?
I like to think we put the fun in dysfunctional, you know? Single mom in showbiz with 3 teenage boys. You know, how do you think that went? I knew them getting out on their own would be a good thing. They needed to get out from under my, you know, famous shadow. Haven't spent lots of time together since, but hey, they know where to find Mom if they need Mom. But we were the frickin' Waltons compared to Eddie and his son. That creep Eddie. playing drill instructor, ordering that poor, sweet kid around like his slave. Oh, that ruthless bastard would sell his own son out if it meant getting a hold of the rights to Bullet Train. Well, hell, maybe that's just what he did.
Okay, at what point can we get a warrant for their house? I haven't looked at the studio yet. I'm a moron. I am a grade A maroon. Don't really need a warrant for this place anymore, do we? Is there actually anything in here for us to use? I'm not seeing anything, Brass. Just this. Is this the same one? Same one! Okay. Triplet's apartment. Because I don't know what else to do. Can I go in there yet? No. Okay. Lab? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what else to do. Do I have anything? No. Okay.
Hey, what's up?
Well, let's talk
She's
to
on
Kathy.
her way to interrogation now.
I'm trying to think.
Sorry,
Yeah, nothing else to tell us. Okay. To talk to a suspect. Let's talk to Keith.
He's on his way to interrogation now.
Because this is getting a little out of hand.
I got nothing else for you people.
Okay. I'm just gonna go through each of the people. See if we can't get one of them to talk. Those two. Anthony and Billy.
They're on their way to interrogation now.
Well, that's lovely. Hello, boys. We found the threatening letter from Eddie.
So you know what a coward he was, making his son fight his battles.
Is that why you boys brought the guns?
What part of self-defense don't you understand? Eddie Tillis, man, he heaped the hate on our family since forever. And our dad had to deal with that bile. Plus, he was the hack manager who built Bullet Train. Sure, we never got along with Little Ed, but it never went over the line till this damn break-in. Then, all bets were off.
Threatening email, a break-in. That's what took it to the next level?
More a kind of reality check. I mean, Mom, she's past it. She's been running on fumes for years. And with Dad dead, what's left for the Wilds but those Bullet Train rights he left us? With them, we had a shot at some kind of life. Without them, where the hell would we be?
It's a fair question. But was that a confession?
A family feud, and I don't mean a game show. Son from one side murdered. A son from the other side takes the blame, but his story doesn't wash. 2 more sons from side 2 finally cop to being at the scene, but their stories skip around like a needle on scratch vinyl.
Laser trajectories prove 2 shooters. Cut on Billy's arm could be the source of blood, placing him at the scene with a gun. Suggestive, but not enough.
Wait, let's back up. We're fixated on the sameness of our trips. Let's stop and assess their differences. Clothes, shoes, fingerprints, hair gel.
Good, Kath. So we head back to the crime scene, re-examine the points from which guns were fired. We need to prove which 2 triplets are our shooters.
Okay. That should be easy. Right? Go back. How is he examining the crime scene going to tell us which of the triplets were the shooters? I'm also still convinced.
Laser trajectories reveal the shooters were crouching near these tables.
Yeah.
Yet there's no real cover here. Wouldn't they be crouching behind something?
Yes, so maybe the tables have turned. Literally. Using the tables and racks as cover.
And then, after the shooting stops, somebody tidies up. Uprights the tables, puts them back in place before we get there. So let's turn the tables again.
Okay. That makes everything. Hello.
Unusual place for prints. You'd have to be squatting using a hand for balance. Could shoot over your cover from this position. Straight shot at the glass case.
Indeed it is, isn't it? Hello.
Took a lot of force to make this scratch, whatever created it. Worth looking into. The person crouching here behind the table fired the fatal round.
Hello. A jacket piece. Or a zipper.
This must have been uncovered when we moved the table. Broken zipper, maybe? I don't remember seeing anything in this shop with zippers on it.
Is that all the evidence? That's all the evidence. To the lab. Alright, what do we got? Fingerprint. Let's start with Billy. Oh, Billy boy.
Billy's fingerprints on the rack's underside put him behind it, crouching.
Like I said, the 2 troublemaker brothers did it, and the older brother is trying to take the blame for it. That kind of matches.
This zipper caused the scratch. Could have broken off as someone leaned against the table.
Aha! Wait, why can I still look in here? Oh, okay. Brass! We need a warrant for the triplets' apartment. Can I get a warrant?
Now that we know what we're looking for, yes, you can search for clothes at the Wilds' apartment and any evidence relating to motive that can be found.
Sweetness. This is actually going quite swimmingly. Also, if you're wondering why I keep looking down, I'm doodling in my notepad. Alright, what do we have? That's thoroughness. Hello? Another gun.
3 guns, 1 per trip. But only 2 guns made the trip to the gift shop.
Yes.
Was one brother not as wild as the other 2?
That lines up. That lines up with the story we were told. Yeah. 1. That's 2 guns. I can't see diddly. Hello, jeans.
The zipper on these pants is broken. Keith had pants on when we found him, so they probably aren't his. If one trip had broken his zipper, he'd have likely changed his pants at home.
Indeed. Hello. A cellular device.
Looks like some pictures were taken on this phone. Let's get enlargements at the lab.
Okay, can I find a fingerprint? Anything else? Nope, that's it. I feel like I should have been able to find a fingerprint. Alright, let's start with the photos.
I believe there's more to be done with that item before we can process it.
Is there a fingerprint? Oh, there is on the screen. I'm just partially blind. Come on.
Prints here probably belong to the triplet whose pants pocket gave up the phone.
Well, I'm willing to bet I know which one.
Well,
Oh.
I think we just found out what girl this bra belongs to. The triplets caught their enemy in the act with Mom and suffered identical shock. Photo was taken earlier, day of the crime. The mother of all motive.
Literally. Fingerprints from phone. Hello, Anthony.
Those 2 don't match.
No? I thought they did. Oh, I had it in the wrong spot.
Print and phone book confirm we have Anthony's phone from his pants pocket. So Anthony wore the pants in question, making the scratches behind the table. Another confirmed shooter.
There's our 2 shooters.
Zipper from these pants broke off in the spot the fatal shot was fired from.
Yep. Oh, Brass, we need an arrest warrant. Can I get a warrant?
You linked the 2 brothers to the shooting positions. That's
Yeah.
not target enough for the crankiest judge.
don't feel like telling a judge they're cranky is a way to get us a warrant there, Brass. Hello, boys. We know you both shot Ed Jr. Keith covered for you.
We can place both of you at the origin points of the gunshots. Billy, you did indeed shoot the shoulder, while Anthony, you delivered the fatal shot to the heart. Thanks to the photo on your phone, Anthony, we know you stopped by your mother's house and got a shock to rival the electrocution of Bullet Train. Your mom and your worst enemy doing the mystery dance.
Listen, it looks bad. I get that. I do. But you gotta hold up here. This is really just an accident. We weren't trying to kill anybody. We wanted to put the fear of God into little Ed. I mean, the bastard was banging our mother. I mean, that's sick. It had to stop.
So what happened?
We just wanted to teach that creep a lesson. Scare his ass, but good. Make sure he never went near our mom again. Keith, he tried to stop us, but Billy and me, we just went off. Mission from God kind of thing, you know? So Keith agreed to do the talking. Then at the shop, little Ed was waving Mom's bra like a red frickin' flag. I snatched it away and my gun went off into the floor. Total accident. But that shot echoed like thunder in that little shop and we went running for cover. We both yelled at little Ed to drop his gun. I mean, why didn't he? He was outnumbered. Instead, he crouched below the glass case, but with all the glare, we couldn't see so good. I told Billy, with all that glass, we should shoot it out to see better and stuff. We were squeezing our triggers and then, damn it, little Ed sits up. Why? I'll never know. And puts himself right in our sights. Hitting him was a fluke, an accident.
What about Keith?
We were booking it out of there, but Keith stopped us. Made us give him our guns. Said he'd clean up after us. Prop up tables, wipe off guns. Never said what he was up to, but we knew. He was gonna do what he's done so often. Cover up for his stupid brothers.
Well, gentlemen, why did you let Keith try to take the fall?
There wasn't any time to think. Keith, he always shouldered the blame, and it was just how we did things. Later, the stakes occurred to us, of course, but Keith seemed to know what he was doing, creating confusion like. I mean, with the three of us sharing DNA and stuff, how could you guys ever really figure out what went down in that place?
Figuring out the truth is just how we do things.
Yep. Madam, your sons will be locked up for some time.
I never meant for them to find out about Ed Jr. and me. You can't blame them for this. Blame me if you have to. This was like, you know, temporary insanity.
Why were you sleeping with Eddie's son?
What do you think? He was a beautiful boy. Boy, I say, but don't get any ideas. He was of legal age. And don't strain yourself trying to read anything in. If you think I was trying to get back at that monster Eddie through his son, it was nothing like that. Ed Jr. He was a sweet, innocent kid. And somebody had to teach him about life.
Kind of a short life. With your families at war, didn't it occur to you how your sons might react?
No. No, I figured it was my business, and why should they ever find out? Just bad luck, wasn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Anyway, I did my best with my boys, raising them the best I could. Well, sure, you could say I made the occasional mistake.
I can think of at least 3.
Yeah. Letting them have guns, cell phones, and them finding out.
Naming the single-action army pistol the Peacemaker was the Old West at its most darkly ironic. But this case could have used a real peacemaker, a parent who could behave like an adult. Eddie put his monetary future ahead of his son's safety, and Miss Wilde risked pursuing her wild lifestyle with the forbidden pleasures Eddie's son represented. Her 3 boys be damned.
Even the peacemaker Ed Jr. used to defend himself was a phony, a replica. The closest thing to a real peacemaker here was Keith. But he didn't have the maturity, never had the guidance. 3 wolf cubs raised in the wild. Maybe they'll fare better in captivity.
Nice sharing this investigation with you. Meet me in the office for your final evaluation.
Aye, aye, sir.
All right, here's your evaluation. For evidence, you found everything there was to find. For hints, you didn't need any at all. And, at the end of the day, you followed the evidence to a clear conclusion. Can't argue with that. Outstanding work. You've investigated every possible angle on this case. I'm giving you the highest mark available. Doesn't happen often, but I'm very impressed.
Well, thank you.
And by the way, thank you for all the new specimens you found for my collection.
You're welcome. Yes, bonus items, blardy blar. Case 5, the Peacemaker, and that's it, I believe, right? That's all the achievements for CSI Hard Evidence. Yep, 5 of 5. Alright, well, I want to see what this extra stuff is that I've been getting. Unfortunately, I think I have to jump into a case in order to see them. View stats and bonus items. Bonus items! Let's see what I got. Doesn't this take me to a separate screen? Like the morgue or Brass's office or something? Something. I think. Right? Complete. Oh, wait. Case 5. Oh, disturbing. Case 5 storyboards? Photo. No, I'm good, thank you. Alright. What about with the bugs? I missed 2. Oh, you're disturbing. Alright, well with that, I'm gonna leave this here. So thank you guys so much for watching this one. If you liked it, you know what to do. Keep things crazy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.